Hi, this is Peter Vistinos, and I'd like to show you my new favorite recipe for a gin martini. If you know me, you know I like a good gin martini. And the way I usually drink mine is with a solid London dry style type of gin. I really do like the bigger, bolder flavors of juniper, accented by some beautiful citrus notes, and Hayman's really does the job for me. The Hayman's family has a long history of producing gin in London, and I think it's a great gin for a martini. I'll usually complement that with Dolin dry vermouth from Chambray in France. The ratio I typically use is about 2 ounces of gin to 1 ounce of dry vermouth. But sometimes I'll scale back the dry vermouth and add just a little bit of Bianco or Blanc vermouth. So Blanc vermouth is somewhere between a dry and a sweet. It has some of the lighter, more perfumed notes of a dry vermouth, but then has a little bit of extra sugar added to it, so it has some of the weight and texture of a sweet vermouth. For me, in a martini, it adds some viscosity, adds some weight, adds some depth, and a little more character. But as I was playing around at home, I decided to do something a little bit different. I took out the Bianco vermouth, the Blanc vermouth, and I added a little bit of Nardini's Acqua di Cedro grappa liqueur. So the Nardini family has been producing grappa in the town of Bassano in Italy since 1779. They make some beautiful grappas, and that's what they're really known for, but I think they're often overlooked for the quality of their liqueurs. This Acqua di Cedro is made from the cedro citron, which grows in the Mediterranean. It is said that all citrus fruit we have today are derived from 4 original citrus fruit, the cedro being one of these. The fruit is really large, has a bumpy skin to it, very little flesh, a lot of white pith, and this beautiful perfumed yellow skin that's used for infusions. So I'm going to use that in my martini today. All right, so let's get started. First thing I'm going to do is start with my dry vermouth, just half an ounce of that, and I'll go right into the jigger on this side. Then just a quarter of an ounce of this Acqua di Cedro. So when measuring out a quarter of an ounce, sometimes it's easier to build on top of the previous liquor in the jigger. And then we'll do 2 ounces of this Hayman's London Dry. Perfect. A couple of dashes of orange bitters. Some martini, so of course we're stirring it. We'll stir it with ice for about 30 to 33 revolutions. All right. We're going to go right into this beautiful Nick and Nora glass. So the Acqua di Cedro is obviously adding some texture and depth and weight to the cocktail, but it's obviously also adding that beautiful citrus note. So you don't need to garnish this cocktail unless you really want to. So I'm going to add just a little bit of lemon peel across the top, around the edge, and drop it right in. There you go, my new favorite recipe for a gin martini.